The following is a podcast meant for adults and discuss things like sexual content and alcohol use. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gents, to the Drug Texting Podcast, the podcast where we have some drink, talk some meth, and always help you get through the thirsty Thursday as only we can. With that being said, as we say before every episode, always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, sometimes drink and text. With that being said, I am your host, JB, and I am joined by my co-hostess with the mo-hostess who always has an adjective that I don't always agree with. Please tell people who you are.
You know, I went to a random adjective generator and I didn't like the one it gave me, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm big mad about it, but it's not wrong. I am clumsy. It gave me clumsy.
Damn.
Very unfortunate, but very slick true.
That is true tragic.
It's very tragic, but I am the clumsy Kristal.
The clumsy Kristal. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. That's one that we agree with, you know? That's one I can agree with, the clumsy Kristal. But we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to get going into our episode. What are you drinking on today?
Drinking on, we kept it simple today. A nice little mango margarita mix.
Okay.
And Sprite.
Ooh, okay. A little on the weaker side, but it's still nice.
It's
That's nice.
slight today. She's slight.
Okay. Your boy is drinking on a southern delicacy. I'm drinking on vodka and sweet tea today. And I'm drinking it out of a Coca-Cola cup, which is even more southern, so.
Where did you even get that? Did
College.
You steal it?
College?
You stole it?
No.
So
I'm
how'd
pretty
you
sure
get it?
I'm pretty sure it was a gift from one of my roommates when I moved out. Or it was one of those situations. It was either a gift. It was either a gift or one of those situations where we were both moving out and they were like, I have nowhere to put this, you can have it.
You know what? Fair enough, because my granddad used to have like the blue Pepsi cups.
Yeah,
He had like a whole bunch of those and he just gave them away.
See?
Couldn't tell you where he got them from. Still don't know where they are to this day.
Dang. If they weren't so anal about it, I'd go get some more memorabilia cups from the World of Coke. They're so... I don't want to have to go through the process of like going through the tour and trying all the different Coke flavors.
You don't have to try the different flavors.
I have to. And I have to know if after all these years that Beverly still tastes terrible.
Is that
Go find
the
out.
Italian one?
Huh?
Beverly?
Is that the Italian
We don't know.
I
It's
think...
just Beverly.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Alright, I just know it's
where
Beverly.
it's from. Literally, you see that white tag with black writing, just a Beverly. You try it, everybody, and I think that is a rite of passage as well. Everybody, like, you get that one kid who tried it, and he just completely no sell, like he had no expression whatsoever. He goes, oh, all right, hey you guys, you should try this one.
Right, it's always the one kid like, hey, try this one. No,
And
what
like-
if it's like, just try it.
And he had no reaction to it, so you can't tell if it's good or bad. And then so you get like 10 kids all at once, just like, yeah, I'm gonna try it. And you all throw it back, and we're all just like,
It's a World of Coke tradition. You have to.
like I feel like one day in the future, I'm gonna take my child to the World of Coke. And I'll be like, you should try Beverly. Beverly's gonna be your favorite one, I swear.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
You have to.
Like that's gonna be their reaction, and I know. and
What's
it's
y'all
gonna be great.
opinion on Beverly? Y'all
So-
ever been to World of Coke? Why I like Beverly?
Tell us what Beverly. Tell us how you feel about Beverly, because I know.
You think I know they have the World of Coke. Do you think they have like the World of Pepsi?
Nah.
Why do
I think they have like a
Pepsi?
Pepsi. I think they have like a Pepsi museum, but it's not like World.
It's not the World of Coke.
Yeah.
So
Italy. It was Italy.
Oh my Lord, he looked it up.
of course,
Yeah.
he's gonna look it up.
He looked it up, Lord.
I was gonna look it up.
Lord
Nothing else.
Almighty.
I was gonna look it up.
Yeah. It was introduced in Italy in 1969,
They should have kept it.
but it was discontinued in 2009 except for sampling at Coca-Cola locations.
But that shit is trifling as hell. They keep it specifically at the World of Coke.
That's funny.
Yeah, don't even sell the shit. They just have it there. That's messed up.
That's funny.
That's messed up on a lot of levels.
That's funny is what it is.
It's funny, but it's messed up. You can't even buy it nowhere. What if somebody actually does like it? Ooh, this is good. Let me buy it. Nope.
It's just like, no, we just keep this to
Bring
torture
you a bottle
children.
and
We-
fill it up.
We just keep this to torture children at
As their field trips. On their elementary school field trips.
Yep. I remember my sister bought me a World of like the mini bat,
Oh.
but it was like a World of Coke, and I was like, why are they selling miniature bats at the World of
I
Coke?
feel like they sell everything at the Water Coke.
It's so weird to me. I was like, that's
I should go back to a Water Coke.
same. I would. You know what I actually really do want to go back to?
The aquarium.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes, the fucking aquarium. Man,
I've been to the aquarium since I was a child.
when was the last time I went? The last time I went,
Not
I
the
went
Georgia
to
Aquarium.
2016, 2017. That summer, I worked with the Boys and Girls Club,
Mm.
and their big field trip for the year was going to the Georgia Aquarium.
Mm.
And I remember, I didn't beg my boss, but like, every time we would have like a little discussion or meeting and it like got brought up and I'd be like, hey, so have you decided the chaperones that are going to go for that yet? Have you decided? Have you decided?
Right, you want to go.
You should put me down as the chaperone. And I feel like he got so annoyed with me at one point because he was just like, I'll let you know when I make the decision.
Cool.
And I was just like,
Keep
alright,
me on the
cool.
list.
Alright, cool, man. Just keep me in mind.
Keep in mind, know whose favorite you are.
Right. It's just like the kid loved me, you know. They actually they listen to me, so you know I'll be able to help.
Right, who better than someone that the kids listen to?
Right. You know
Fair
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know.
They let me the chaperone.
Right.
That's what pick me. Who else gonna do?
Might as well, you know.
I'm volunteering to do it.
Right. It's just like I know I'm getting paid to do it, but like I'm
also
volunteering
volunteering
to do it.
I'm
So,
volunteering to get paid to do it.
Exactly. So you know, but
Win-win.
it was still fun. I think it wasn't nearly as hard to watch, especially because it was mandatory that we all wore the like Boys and Girl Club shirt. So like I was able to keep my eyes to like watch all of the kids. Like I literally, I remember we split off to like groups of 5 or 6 at a point, and I remember literally I knew where all of mine were at any point in time. So like even if we went to a like specific section, I was like, oh, yeah, I was like, yeah, there's him, her, him. Oh, there you go. like literally, and this was before the world went crazy, so it
Right.
wasn't such a situation of like, I have to keep my head on a swivel. I'm always watching. I'm always looking. Like there was a little bit more relaxed. Like
Right.
yes, there were kids from literally I think it was like 8 up to like 17 was like the age range. So like there was a big age gap to be looking out for, but it wasn't so badly that like. No, because to be fair, none of them really made me like. None of them made me feel like I couldn't trust them.
Okay, well that's
So-
good. So y'all took trustworthy kids in the field.
Oh yeah. Oh, facts.
Those big facts.
Because even some of the parents, because the part of the ruling was that they had gotten written up
They couldn't.
within like the month before the field trip, they couldn't go.
I think that's fair.
Then they also had like over the course of the entire summer, if you had been written up like 4 times, you couldn't go. So
Also fair.
that disqualified like a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, I hope they're doing well now, but.
Alright, wherever you are.
Back in the
children.
day, and I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them ones. I used to write them up for everything, anything and everything. It's just they was in the game room and they threw something across the game room, writing you up. And the reason is because when I took over the game room, I made a poster with a list of rules. It was like 12 rules on there, and one of them was no throwing things in the game room.
Did you tell the kids step by step, like, hey, before y'all come in here are my rules?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Everybody understand the rules? All right. Boom. Go play.
When I introduced the rule, every group that came into the game room, I sat them down. I said, these are the rules of this game room. They will be up here on this wall if you feel like you don't remember them. If at any point you break any of these rules, the first time you're gonna sit down for 5 minutes. The second time you're gonna sit down for the entire time that you're in here. Usually.
Sure.
The third time, because I will be keeping a running tally for each week. The third time, you will be sent to a different group. The fourth time, you will be written up.
Okay,
And
that's plenty of time.
And of course, plenty of times I had to write them up. There were some rules that were like immediate write up.
Mm-hmm.
There were some rules that were immediate write up. I had them like highlighted in red. I was like,
Okay.
if you hit somebody with any of the game room equipment, or if you just hit someone in general, you will be written up.
Yeah.
If you break any of my things in the game room, you will be written up. Those things come out of our budget to get them replaced. If you break them, you will be getting written up. We will be talking to your parents because it might be coming out of your parents' pockets.
Fair.
You know, when they say that, the parents get mad. They're like, yeah, well, why are you breaking stuff? I gotta pay for it back. That's what
That'll get
happens.
them right there.
That's what happens.
Involve the parents, the kids gonna straighten up.
Every time.
Most of the time.
Well,
Most of the time. They
Most.
gonna straighten up. Sometimes kids don't care.
absolutely.
But who are we? We ain't started shit.
You know, just a good opening. You know,
Hmm.
nothing like a good opening to really get
Get the juices flowing.
get the liquor flowing, as they say.
Yes, they do say.
As they say, you know, get the liquor flowing. Your boy fighting sinuses like a motherfucker. We are going to get into our first section of the day, which is our question of the week via Ask Reddit. Hopefully within like a month it'll be via our very own subreddit, but we will get into that later. Who's the type of person you always run into at every Walmart? Now some of these I agree with because it is very, very true. Some of these I'm like, eh. First one out the gate. The person with poor situational awareness and blocks the aisle.
Yeah.
Those are the types of people that, like, I'll admit, I'll give a little bit of grace because I've been in that situation where I'm focused on trying to find what I'm looking for and I don't realize that I've backed out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to give them grace. And I'll be like, excuse me. And if they don't catch it the first time, that's when I'm like, hey, excuse me. Like, just a little bit out of the catch their attention. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like,
See,
move
no,
the fuck out the way.
I'm the type, I'm gonna talk and move it. Excuse me, thank you. I'm that person.
It depends on if they genuinely didn't see me or if they looked at me and
Okay,
they
if you saw me or
continued.
not, excuse me. Like, why waste words when I can just do two things at once? A lot of times, like, oh, like, exactly.
A tragedy.
It's not.
Where's that one that I saw? Did they delete that comment? Oh
Why
no.
don't you save them?
Huh?
You can always save it.
I want to save the responses. I just
Yeah,
save
you
the.
can save the response and then delete it later.
No, that's
See, that's how you lose things.
that is how I lose.
Or upload it.
Yeah.
You only,
It's so much
you
work.
don't. Oh, excuse me. I mean, see.
Excuse you, because I find the question of the week. I edit the podcast. I edit the reels, the TikToks that go up that should be going up a lot more frequently. But I'm a one man show at this
Listen,
point.
that's what the heck.
Managing the Instagram page. So excuse me if I think that I can't be bothered to save Reddit responses.
You're excused.
Studio audience, you're about to become my co-host.
You sure you want that?
We'll get into why I don't later. We'll get into why I don't later. There's always that one person in pajama pants and a tank top arguing loudly on their phone. I feel like that arguing loudly on their phone part.
Right, that's give or take.
That's
The pajama
you trying to be
pants is
extra. But the pajama pants and tank top, oh yeah,
Yeah.
every single time. Every single time.
No,
And I don't
exception.
get it. Here's the one I was looking for. A family with a bunch of unruly kids combined with zero self-awareness. The way, and I've said this on this podcast before, I love children that I'm around as far as like my family, children in my family. I love them to death. Other people's children, I don't give a damn about. Control your funky ass, raggedy ass children. Because I'll be damned if you're going to try to make me the bad guy when I'm fucking check your child with my cart because they want to run all up and down the aisle while I'm trying to find some bread.
I love children, mine or none, but I'm gonna agree. Control your kids. Put them motherfuckers in the buggy if you have to, but control them.
Cause I don't care no more. I will hit them with my buggy if they're in the way, especially if you're actively not trying to keep them in check.
I'm going to
Then I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit them with the buggy.
I'm going to a child destroy something. I'm gonna tell. Like,
Not
hey,
I'm gonna tell.
Like, yeah, there's a child over there on the other aisle throwing cans of soup,
Jesus
and they
Christ.
just hit someone, and you're about to get kicked out of Walmart because your child wants to throw soup.
Okay, this is true. And at one point it was me. A completely apathetic and worn down worker.
Yeah. They never care about anything.
They don't care about
I feel
nothing.
so. I'm like, are y'all good over here?
No. Granted, the reason I was that when I worked at Walmart was because of my outside of work situation. But most of them, they just feel like, bro, I've been here for 6 years. I'm so worn out, bro. I done seen everything. I done everything, and they still won't promote me to manager.
Well, they just don't want to be there. They're just like, oh, I need help with electronics. My department's produce. You gotta find somebody over there. There's nobody over there. I'll
Literally.
call somebody, I guess. Nigga, you ain't calling. You don't have a fucking phone on. You ain't calling shit. Then they'll stand there and keep stopping. Thanks. I guess I'll go stand in the fucking electronics and break the iPad off the little tablet thing. Because you're not helping me.
When I tell you, one of the best feelings was learning where they keep the keys. Cause like, yes, the managers and like the leads, they do have like keys on them. But like learning that they actually have some like in a drawer in electronics, I'm just like, bro, man, fuck calling somebody. I got you. Cause they would come to me.
They swear, that is such a huge inconvenience to unlock this damn door for some printer ink.
Man, hold on, come here. What you looking for? You looking for those? There you go.
Right.
I used to be that guy when I worked at Walmart. Outside of the whole situation of what I was going through, having panic attacks in the bathroom. Don't laugh at me. Hey, you laugh at me for having panic attacks in the bathroom, bro.
I'm sorry.
What was with her? Like,
listen, because it made me think about having panic attacks in front of customers when I was working in fast food. It wasn't my fault. It was not my fault.
Damn.
I had a panic attack at the table. It was not my fault.
then whose fault was it that you had a panic attack?
The managers. Because, long story short, the manager got into a fight with a customer.
Mm-hmm.
Fight
Like a fist fight?
Yes. Fight gives me panic attacks. And it was like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was.
Damn.
Yeah. That was not the first fight I saw at that job. That was the first fight, but it wasn't the only fight I saw at that job.
And where were you at?
Steak and Shake.
No.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
I'm telling you, that story was so. It's a core memory now.
I bet it is. I bet that shit is.
Just wild. Fun times at Steak and Shake.
That doesn't sound like a fun time at all.
It was not.
I think this will be the last one just because this was a good question, but a lot of the responses are repetitive.
Yeah.
Someone with incredibly poor hygiene whose odor lingers in every aisle they've been in.
That's unfortunate, really.
Yeah, no, that's
High unfortunate. And disgusting.
That's fair though. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
to be fair though, it's not just, I feel like that could also be situational to the point of like, every convention.
Yeah.
Every like.
You're at least gonna find one group a day at a convention who smell lingers. You like, they were here.
The smell is a little tangy right now, bro. What is that?
Like, this artist alley a little tart.
Like the smell over here, the little. Oh,
It hurt my nose a little bit.
right. It's just like, ooh, I don't know.
Where's the guy who go around conventions with a sign that says I got deodorant? I seen one at Momo. Like I got deodorant.
Bro, that's feminine me. Like
I go with deodorant. Somebody else walking around with flip flops. I said I feel that.
bro,
I'm
telling you.
fuck cosplay. I'm walking around with deodorant, flip flops, and a sewing kit.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I might just do that next year if I go to MomoCon. I might just carry around a big ass backpack of those little deodorant that they used to, like the small one they used to give out in like 5th grade.
Or just get like the spray deodorant. And you're like, I got you a quick little hitch.
No, cause them spray deodorant don't work for everybody. And plus
you gotta judge by the person.
Plus, it breaks some people out. And the reason I know that is because I used to have Axe body spray. I did go through.
It's fucking Axe.
I did go through the Axe phase at one point when I was in high school. And Axe, it's funny enough, all of the Axe products, like their deodorant, their spray deodorant, and like their body wash, it all broke me out. Like all of it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't use it. Which was kind of crazy.
You can offer options, like you want spray or stick.
I would.
They sell little things with spray deodorant.
And
like
you want spray or stick? Here you go. Here you go. Actually, in order for you to get this, you have to let me video you actually apply.
Put it on.
Just like in order for me to give you this, you have to give me permission to let me video you putting it on. Just like, so that way I have video proof
that you did
it. It's like, okay.
You can keep that.
Alright, bro, keep it. Good job. Wear it more often.
Right.
But I already put on deodorant before I came in. I don't believe you. There's no way possible.
Well, now
I smelled you before you walked up to me.
Right,
There's
you
no
look
way.
like you need a deodorant.
I hate that. I hate that because there are people that look like
they need deodorant.
I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
It's the truth.
It's real.
Right, that's facts.
That's a tragedy. What type of person do you always see at Walmart?
At Walmart. Who am I seeing at Walmart? It's always usually like a lady whose child is like far ahead, but that kind of goes into the unruly children. Your child far ahead. It's like an old lady. It's usually like an old lady with the randomest assortment of shit in her buggy. You got like a pack of ground beef.
Oh my god.
You got a plant from the garden section. You got like a pack of Cheerios. You got the randomest shit in your buggy. You gotta get to self-checkout. It's not scanning. Man, what the hell even is this? You got a half-drunk Coke in the cup holder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, there's always going to be an old person with the randomest assortment in their buggy. And they always have a buggy for 2 items.
Right.
It's going to be a buggy for 2 items. Oh my god. Walmart is funny times.
Type of person I always see is the person that had the bonnet on. They walk around with a bonnet. I don't know, and it's not just Walmart, and I will say this, and I mean it from the bottom of my soul. I hate when I see people just in public settings with their bonnet on. Just in public settings.
Listen.
Like, no, there is no listen.
Yeah, there is
no,
listen.
You don't have common decency enough. You don't have enough self-awareness. You don't have enough self-respect.
Let me, okay, counter. You're in the middle of your hair done, you run out of packs. Stuff that bonnet on, go to beauty supply, come right back.
Send somebody.
No.
Yes.
It's your appointment.
Send the hairdresser.
No. And they gonna leave you in their house?
Fine, send your mans.
They out and about. You ain't got no mans. They don't know
Send your friend.
Okay, hey, send your man. He don't know what kind of hair you get. He'll come back
Literally
with
just
random
a picture of the package.
And sometimes you still might not get what you want. True. You gotta know you seen the videos of male Instacart drivers.
That's just because most men are stupid, okay? This simple as that. Most men are stupid and incompetent.
And you want me to trust him to look at my hair?
If you literally spell it out, take a picture of it, then once he gets there, and I say this because I do it, FaceTime him. FaceTime him and be like, all right, so I found, this is the picture that you sent me. Is this the right one? Yeah, that's the
But
right
then
one.
some men don't think.
Well, then that's why you gotta train some of them, man. You train some of them, they'll be alright.
Some don't want to be trained. But that's my counter for a bonnet.
No, but I stand on that. A bonnet. And it annoys me. It annoys me to the end of my soul.
So then, like, what about like do-rags?
Same thing. Same thing. And I even said that as somebody who had, at one point, I would go out with a do-rag on.
Shame.
I was in college, man. I was in college. I was trying to grow my hair out, and it wasn't working, and I didn't know because my ex at the time just was not helping me like learn how to properly moisturize and keep my hair together. So
That's a shame.
it is what it is, though.
Facts. Big facts.
They make it work. We're gonna move on to our second section here. Is our Would You Rather of the week. This week's Would You Rather is one that I thought was pretty, would be a pretty interesting discussion time. Would you rather have your significant other look through all of your text, chat, email history, or your parents? So, the covering of this, meaning, you one day are told, hey, your significant other, or you get to choose which one is going to get the opportunity to look through every single email, every single text, every single chat, like anything that has to do with like your internet history, everything that you've searched. They're going to get a chance to look through it, but you have to choose. Either it's going to be your significant other or your parents.
Both my parents?
Yes, both of them. Who would you choose? I know I'm choosing my significant other.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna choose my significant other just because of the fact of like, even the weird things or even the things that are like, oh that's kind of nasty or that's kind of creepy.
Right.
Like she would at least like, okay, whatever, whatever,
Right.
and then leave it alone. My parent, I know that they're gonna see it and then I'm gonna have to talk with them about it for the next like year and a half. They're just gonna randomly bring it up. They'll be like, oh, and I saw this and this and this. What is that? Like, don't worry about all that.
Right.
Like, you doing too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree significant other because the amount of shit I talk about a certain family member would get me in so much trouble.
Damn.
Yeah. And flip side, they're seeing all my messages I've ever sent.
Yes.
I'd be in trouble on every level.
Oh, so you done sent some nasty stuff.
I just had a lot of things. Listen, man, when you're dating, shit's wild. And I would rather him see what I've been searching versus my parents. Think about this. Would you want your parents to see every single text message you've ever sent your wife?
I wouldn't want them to see every single text message I've sent my friends. What are you talking about? Like, my wife is one thing. At least I can explain that away as being like, yo, that's my wife. Of course I'm going to message her like that. But some of the things that I've said with my friends.
Right. The amount of things that my friends text me, I wouldn't want them to see.
That's fair.
Imagine opening my phone like, can I just be gay for a second? I'm like, my parents like, the fuck she mean let her be gay for a second? You gay? No, wait. Wait. She just wants to be gay for a second and I'm gonna let her. It's just her thirsting over somebody every single time. And I'm like, you done being gay? She's like, I'll be gay. I'm done. I'm like, alright, cool. I'll see you next time for gay time.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, I'm happy she feels comfortable doing that.
I mean, you're not beating the allegations after you told Megan Thee Stallion to come sit it.
Listen, I'm just a supportive friend who's gonna listen to another friend go off. That's it.
And then have the big booties just,
Listen, I've had a big booty sitting on my lap a couple weeks ago.
Damn.
He was right beside me when it happened, so I was like, yeah.
I can confirm.
See?
Damn.
Just, she's like, I'm gonna sit here. I said, okay. And that's what happened. I just like rested my arms on the back.
Not you playing car seat.
Yeah. I was playing car seat.
That's terrible.
She needed somewhere to sit down.
That's terrible.
And my lap was available.
That's terrible.
But she was comfy.
I will say, I know that like 13 to 17, like that whole like gap of time, those messages, I would have to immediately just be like, just fair warning. I was desperate, and I was a growing boy whose parents did not do the birds and the bees and sex ed. So to be honest, a lot of the stuff that I learned from the internet. So just do with that information what you will, and please use that when you are casting your judgment upon me for the things that you see between the ages of 13 and 17. If she even looked that like deeply and
Sometimes
closely.
you just get curious.
Man.
Now, you can't go through a single, like, former elementary, middle school around, like, back in our day. I guarantee almost everybody had certain searches in their, like, YouTube searches.
Oh, facts.
You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. We all had those, because there was always somebody, you gotta watch this video. You're like, oh, what's that? And you're gonna watch it. Or you're gonna Google, oh, you should Google this. Everybody had it.
Did I tell you about the waffle incident in journalism? So it was a thing that had been going around, and it was looking up a waffle of a certain color.
Yeah. That's one of the searches.
And my homie at the time didn't know what that was, and we all had our own laptops in journalism class. But like we had our own like a workstation. So we're talking about it. I bring it up. He's like, "What is that? Look it up." Our mutual friend, don't look it up. Look it up. Don't look it up. He looks it up. Pulls up an image, full screen that because he like the way the image was, he couldn't see it. They're like full screen. The computer freezes. It's fucking so he's like frantically trying to like get it to unfreeze, and the teacher sees that because I'm over here fucking dying. I done set this boy up, unintentionally set him up for failure.
That's terrible.
But like I'm over here dying, she's over there just shaking her head, just like, bro, why would you search it? And he's just like, and so literally he's like looking around the class, he's checking on other students. He looks over at us and goes, oh, so what are you guys working on over here? He slams the computer shut. I teleported back to my seat on the other side of the classroom. I was like, oh, I wasn't doing nothing. I'm over here in my seat. I was working on my assignment, sir. And they eventually were able to get it unfrozen, but that was the funniest fucking like 10 minutes of that entire classroom. Oh, that was so funny. It was because like one, it scarred him, and I didn't do it to scar him, but it was just funny because of the scarring, and then just the fact that is now a core memory from 9th grade. Just is wonderful.
Yeah. That's the times we were all just terrible.
Yeah,
But it's fine.
that is true.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, significant over history over parents. Any day.
Actually, I'm not going to go to the next section yet. Studio audience, you've been kind of quiet this episode.
She's marinating on over there.
So I'm going to include you in this. Tell the actual like internet audience what would your answer be to this would you rather? Would you rather your parents see all of your texts and chat history, your emails and everything, or would you rather it be your significant other?
Definitely my wife. I don't need to be having long ass discussions with my parents about every little thing.
Yeah, nah.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
That's very valid.
You know,
There sure be conversations.
just like what is the insert, honestly, any random thing that we talked about from the age of like 12 to 16. And
Alright, what is Happy Tree Friends?
Happy Tree Friends, oh my god. Freaking annoying orange. Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Literally, what is Don't Hug Me, I'm scared.
No. Oh my god. That shit showed up on my TikTok the other day.
Really?
Because the people, I get the people that created it are on TikTok now, and they use that sound from Trapped in a Closet. You know, I get my pimpin'.
I seen that. I seen
And I commented under that video, and I was like, I don't know how I ended up here, but I don't need to be here. This is not for
That's
me.
exactly where you're supposed to be.
That is not. When I tell you, I want to say I watched the first 4 of them before because apparently they got an actual TV show.
Really?
Apparently, I don't remember where it ended up going, but like
I don't know if I should be happy or.
they got like an actual TV show, and it's. But I remember watching the first one, and I was like, I think I need to go talk to my pastor.
Right, I think I'm scared.
Like I don't think I was supposed to see this, because what the fuck was this?
Yeah.
That and like fucking salad fingers.
Yeah.
I was blessed to never have watched Salad Fingers. I know the character, but the context.
And fucking old Greg.
Old Greg. I just found out about Old Greg a couple years ago.
Really? Oh, you didn't get a chance
TikTok.
to see it when it was like.
No,
Oh man.
no.
I'm old Greg.
Yeah.
What about those llamas?
Llamas with hats.
Yes.
Again,
I loved llamas with
Again,
hats.
I didn't say about that one either.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of all of the like shit from that era, llamas with hats was actually one of the few ones that I was like, I really vibe with this. Like, it was dark humor, but it wasn't so over the top dark humor that like it made me just. It was actually like, oh, it was enjoyable, and I will also admit, I refound llamas with hats in college, and for a solid year, that was on my like top play for YouTube because I would watch all like 11 episodes in the span of an hour, and it was great.
It was great.
It was great.
That's funny.
Paul, what is this?
Nothing.
It was just great. It was just great and wonderful, and it always made me feel warm and fuzzy.
Exactly. As it should.
Because llamas with hats are great. We're kind of blowing through today's episode. This might end up being a shorter episode.
No. I doubt.
We're blowing through today's episode. We only got like 2 more sections. Just blowing through today's episode.
Alright, then I'll get a longer.
Time for our anime discussion of the week. And I will admit, for our anime discussion of the week, I got this one from a YouTube, or not from a YouTube, from TikTok. And I do feel bad because I didn't save the user for the TikTok, so I can't give them credit for it. But you are given $1 million to fight one anime character and win. Who are you choosing? So you have to pick an anime character to fight, and you have to beat them. You don't have to go to the death, but like you have to like, oh Lord, what? You always get, come on man, I haven't even finished the caveats. They have their powers, they have their strength. You will be given items or like weapons or whatever in order to fight them. If you, let's say you do choose somebody with powers. You're going to be given something that way they're not just going to like laser beam you and then you're dead. Like they're going to give you armor that's going to help mitigate the damage. They're going to give you weapons to fight them. But like, let's say you're fighting somebody like Yamcha. Which, honest to God, the video that I saw, they were like, oh, I'd fight Yamcha. Yamcha is categorically like the 4th strongest human. The 4th strongest human in the Dragon Ball Z universe. And he has the ability to use ki. So like, you're fucked if he actually decides to fight you. Like, he like, yes, he is the weakest Z fighter. That is objective. But like, to sit here and try to say like, oh, He's weak. He wouldn't be able to stand up to a fight. No, he would fucking rock you guys. Like, simple as that. I personally would say, I would choose Light Yagami. I would choose Light. Because if he doesn't get access to the Death Note, run them hands there. What's up?
Okay.
If you ain't got access to the Death Note, bro, you is not gonna beat me. I'm catching you with a 2-piece and a biscuit, and I'm gonna throw an apple at Ryu just to sweeten the deal. Hey, bro, hold the Death Note. Hold the Death Note. Keep it from me for a second. What's good? Big.
So,
All right.
question.
All right.
Would that character be able to call for backup? Or like that character is just 1v1?
It's just 1v1. No, it's a 1v1. It is a 1v1. So even if that character is a part of a group, you choose a specific character, and it is a 1v1. You have to beat them. You don't have to beat them to death. You can, but you don't have to. You just have to win. You have to like objectively, decisively win the fight. And you want to win. Yes.
Can it be any anime character?
Yes. Literally.
Any.
Yes. Any anime.
Even the side characters.
It's a character?
A character in an anime that's in an anime for more than like an episode.
I hate to do it.
Okay.
I really hate to do it.
Okay.
But it's gonna be an easy win. You don't judge me.
I'm gonna judge you.
I know you are. I'm judging myself. I'm judging myself for it. But it's the easiest one I can think of right now. Because that's why I asked, can he have folks tap in? And I feel bad about it. I could change my answer if I had more time, but this is the first one that came to my mind. I'm sorry. I'm fighting cultural.
Oh,
I'm fighting this little man.
that's crazy.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I want my meal. I'll break him off some.
Crazy.
But I'm either him or one of them babies from school babysitters.
That's even worse.
I know.
That's even worse.
I have a least worse one. That's not bad. I'm fighting I think her name is Rachel. I think that's her name. I don't remember exactly her name right now. From Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I'm fighting her too.
Okay.
I fight.
Let me see, this is why I was saying I had to match that Light Yagami. Just give me a stick and I'll beat him. I don't even need the stick, but like, you know.
Actually, I'm gonna change my answer. I got an answer and I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay.
Norman from Promised Neverland. I'm fucking you up. I'm fucking your little ass up. Either him or Emma. I'm beating both of y'all ass.
You're justified in your irritation of them, but they're still kids.
I mean, fuck. No, y'all think? No, I'm fucking up. Either Emma or Norman. I'll take either one. I'd rather take Norman though. Emma, she got a little athleticism to her. Norman, I'm fucking your dirty ass up. I'm fucking you up.
While we're on the subject of the Promised Neverland, and we'll go back into our actual anime discussion, but it's been so long since I've actually said that. Great show. Disgustingly terrible ending.
Season 1 was good. Season 2.
It was good. It's just the fact of the matter that like, why on God's green earth would you have the ending of the show be a montage of what happened and like a montage of them growing up when you could have made that its own season? Literally, we could have gotten an entire season where we get to see them post escape.
Right. Instead, y'all have mushed together every single arc into one season. Said here.
Literally.
Like, I didn't even read the manga, but even I was like, season 2 seemed very, very rushed.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck is happening? They just got out.
And, you know,
I'm just not happy with it. Not happy with Promised Neverland.
no, it's fair. And I'll never forget It took Gabby watching it for me to get into it. Cause I was like, fuck, I want to watch an anime about some kids. Like, what? I don't give a fuck about no kids. Like,
It's about kids.
It's about making sure you get 3 square meals a day.
Well, maybe. You might sometimes.
Making sure you eat all your fruits and vegetables.
Alright, making sure you stay energetic.
Letting the people know that even if your food did come with a name, it wouldn't stop you from eating it.
Nope. Or Connie.
And I love that for them.
I absolutely love them.
All right. So, to kind of circle back.
Mm-hmm.
So you said, do you have a definitive answer for who you would fight? Norman?
Norman.
It is Norman?
Norman.
Light Yagami. Studio audience? Mr. Any anime character? Mr. Any anime character?
Deku's mom.
Wow. 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 No, that's so unwarranted. That is so, this is why you're studio. That's so out of pocket and unwarranted. What is wrong with you? Go to the corner. You're in timeout. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Of all the moms, you choose his mom. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. And
I could have said Bakugo's dad.
Fair. I would rather have said Bakugo's dad, but Deku's mom has done nothing to nobody, and you're gonna fight her. You walk in her house, boom. That's not nice. She's done nothing but be a supportive, loving mother, and you're gonna fight her.
I don't know what she does behind closed
I hope
doors.
she body your ass. I hope she bodies you.
What?
She's a big woman. She gonna body you.
Why isn't his father there? You know. Why?
We don't know. That's not our household. We don't get involved in their relationship.
You're real quiet over there.
Cause he know that was out of pocket. That was very out of pocket.
That was
So random and out of pocket.
and out of everybody from that verse, you
That's
choose.
what I'm saying. The innocent mom. The innocent mom.
She is the most cinnamon roll of a fucking woman.
And
How?
you go fight her for $1 million. That's fucked
Who's to
up.
say I wouldn't be a villain in that world? You know.
Either way, you're fighting an innocent woman.
Yeah, that's what villains do.
No.
Or I could fight the guy that turned his from Full Metal Alchemist. The guy that combined his daughter and the dog.
Shao Tucker.
I just thought of that.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
You already
The
said
damage
mom.
is already done. The damage is already
You're a mom.
no.
You're
You
a mom
can't go
fighter.
from oh, I'm gonna fight Deku's mom to I'm gonna fight the guy that everybody fucking hates in
So
the
you
anime
said that.
community.
You said
It's
Deku's
too
mom was a
late.
full chest.
Oh
You
my
meant that.
god.
You meant
I'm
Deku's mom
so-
in your heart of hearts. You meant Deku's mom. She's gonna be at the foot of your bed tonight.
I'm so disappointed. Like
I'm
I'm
kick.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Clothesline.
Don't clothesline her.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Oh my god, that was, of all the answers, that was not the answer I was expecting. Not in a million years.
I'm so sorry.
I would have rather you fought a child.
No, so serious.
I
Like
would have rather you fought a child. You would have
shit.
said fucking Anya from Spy X Family. I would have rather you fight her.
She can read my mind.
Honestly, no. Still Norman.
I
Still
feel like-
very much Norman.
I feel like Anya though. I feel like Anya still has enough like love from the anime community that would have gotten a hateful like response
Yeah.
to. But how the fuck dare you
Right, say
Deku's
Deku's
mom?
What's
Oh
her
my
name?
god.
What the
Yes.
fuck is your problem?
Iko Midoriya. How?
Don't fucking do it.
That really
Now
isn't-
he's mad. Thanks. What you did. Now he's mad.
I am
I am beside myself. I'm very much beside myself.
I'm really like contemplating like
I am shocked. I'm overhauled. My flabbers are all the way gasted.
they really are like
I'm Smeckledorfed.
I just chose that to get that reaction.
You're banned. You're fired. You're banned. You are very much so. Banned. Get this guy out of here, chat.
Chat,
Can't believe you.
hashtag banned studio audience.
Hashtag ban the studio audience. Yes. Because what the fuck is your problem?
Because how dare you, even if you do it for the shits and gigs, how fucking dare you?
It's so easy.
You don't play about the beautiful cinnamon roll of a mother
Right.
that. Do you know how many anime characters wish they still had a mom, and on top of it had a mom that was loving and supportive, and she just wants to see her son successful, but she's having to put aside her own pride and her own just worry to allow him to do that. She has watched her child get left bloodied and beaten 6 days out of the week on her television because they fucking televise everything in that universe. Like, she's watched her child get beat within an inch of his life, and you just have to sit there and be like, my son. And you will fight her? How dare you?
Like black.
How fucking
Shame.
dare you? How fucking
You're on mute the
Dare
rest
you.
of the time. You're on mute.
your involvement in this podcast
It's over.
is going down now. And especially at least for this episode.
You do not get your woo at the end.
Woo.
No.
How dare you?
Cut.
How dare you?
You're cut. Immediately.
Well, this is going to be old news by the time this episode drops. But I just got a breaking news update.
Yeah.
President Biden has dropped out of the race.
Yeah.
He's
He's out. He wrote a letter and put it on Twitter. He's out.
he's
We're fucked.
Didn't he catch COVID?
It don't matter. He dropped out of the presidential race.
So he caught COVID, and after he caught COVID, it was like, it started speculations of like, oh, he realized, I guess, that he couldn't, or like sources close to him was like, oh, he realized he couldn't keep it up. And it's like, all right, cool, but like, no. And then they were like, oh, there's rumors that he's expected to drop out of the race as soon as like, I want to say that was like Thursday or Friday when they were like, oh, he's expected to drop out as soon as tonight. And I want to say that was like the what will be by the time this drops last Thursday night.
Right.
And it's like, because I remember waking up Friday morning seeing somebody talking about it, and I was like, oh shit.
Like, well, shit.
Why this close? Why this close is what I want to know.
Well, shit. That's fun times.
Well,
Well,
That's gross. I mean, yeah, it's good but gross.
I mean,
That's always is good but bad. That's good but bad.
oh well. I mean,
It is what it is. Somebody don't have to stay up as a new rep.
we don't get political on this podcast.
We don't.
It's just something interesting that I thought, we will discuss later.
Yeah,
we'll discuss
figure
off
it
of
off.
because we don't do politics on this podcast.
And
we do drinks and
Drinks and laughs.
drinks and laughs and people ruining moods by saying that they will fight Deku's mom. He's that sweet cinnamon roll of a woman. And like, I'll be honest, I've had, and I'll put myself out there for scrutiny. I've had my moments where I was just like, man, these moms in anime are sexy. But Inko Midoriya is not one of those ones. She's one of those ones that I'm just like, I just want to sit down to a nice home cooked meal by you and tell you how my day was.
That's
Because
it.
you just seem like you're just such a sweet and loving mother that you would make me feel better even if I had a bad day. Like, you would just make me like my favorite ramen and you would tell me that everything's gonna be okay. How fucking dare you?
She's gonna put on your favorite show and ask you what you want to do tomorrow because you're not going to school.
And she's gonna like rub your back as you like just curl up on the couch and watch your favorite show. Like, how?
She's gonna go to the store in the rain to buy your favorite ice cream.
How?
And if that store is out, she's gonna go to another store. She'll go to every store until she finds your favorite ice cream, just because you're upset.
Fucking dare you?
Gosh.
I'll be like that guy for smiling friends, make me smile.
Shut up.
Just go
Don't
around
bring
destroying
smiling friends
everything.
into this. Don't you dare bring smiling friends. I would have rather you fought the guy from fucking Smiling Friends.
Well, he said anime, so anime.
I don't care.
You know what? Just for that, and just because that soured my mood so much, I'm gonna allow. I'm actually wanting to hear this conversation now because I'm wanting to have this conversation to get the sour taste of you trying to fight one of the best wifeys
Sweetest
ever.
lady. Gosh, I'm the one who said I fight a baby, and you're still worse.
The best anime mom. She is. I'm gonna put that out there. Inko Midoriya is the best anime mom. Period.
What about Chi-Chi?
Who the fuck is Chi-Chi?
From Dragon Ball? Get the fuck. Hashtag ban the studio audience.
Hashtag ban the
Or
studio audience.
hashtag mute the studio audience. Because
Mute.
hashtag mute the studio audience. How dare
Mute
you?
the audience.
No. But with that being said, we're going to go into this conversation because I want to get the sour taste out of my mouth that was left there by the studio audience. Please, by all means, have the floor. You get the final 2 segments of the show. That's wonderful.
Yay.
Even though I didn't want one of these 2 sections.
I don't care. Anyway.
I'm going to edit them out.
You better not.
Hey, what you going to do if I do?
I'm going to go on the comments and tell people, hey, y'all missed the best part. He cut it out.
Oh, that's crazy.
I hashtag demand the cut segment.
That's crazy. That's
I'm
crazy.
going to tell
Not
it.
you out here
Like, you have
hashtag.
deleted scenes.
Not you out here hashtag demand the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's crazy.
So, I don't know if it was the last episode or the episode before last.
It was the last episode.
Last episode, we talked about a certain album from a certain artist. The beautiful, lovely, dovely cupcake, Miss Elizabeth. And over the past week, lovely co-host decided to take a listen. I told him to take a listen to it. He listened to it too. And just gave me the nicest words.
Here's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to say it like this. And this will be because, you know, I'm choosing not to dwell upon the negatives in this moment. I am going to say that the beats to her songs were good. There.
Anyway, he texted me like 9:30 something in the morning on a Tuesday morning.
Because I gave her my word that I would listen to it, and I did after I found out that it had dropped.
Yes. And he so rudely did not say thank you after he listened to it.
Why would I thank you for me having to listen to something that I didn't like?
It was, I don't know how you did like a single song on the album.
No,
How?
I did not like a singular song.
Well, I'll give you a breakdown of why you should. Like,
I
at
did.
least.
I did. Literally,
Okay.
the first line of the album is "suck a dick through a
And yes, it says
toilet
suck a
seat."
dick through a toilet seat.
Like,
Okay, and
no,
yes.
no.
The first song is literally just a song to the haters. Again, it's a follow-up to the first fire song, Grilla Niggas. This is Grilla Niggas 2, so it's a sequel. The first one went off. Second one still goes off. It makes, like I said, I put it right here. I'm going to give you lines. I, went through, took some lines from the songs. He said he don't ever cap because he a bitch. I guess he bonded.
Hashtag mute the studio audience. Shut your ass. Shut up.
I love Comic lyrically. Her beats are fire. Her lyrics are what make me laugh. They make me chuckle. They are funny because they are clever. Tell me that line wasn't clever.
It was alright.
Exactly. All right, another one.
Same
song.
Look. It was better than 95% of the other lines of dialogue that she had that involved water balloon coming out your pussy.
We'll go to the second song.
Like, come on.
Connect Four. I will say Connect Four is on some free shit. That is the
Every
first.
song.
No,
is
it's
on
not.
the-
No, it's not. Connect Four free shit. I will say the beat could have been better. Now we're on to one you are harping on, Water Balloon. Yes, Water Balloon is nasty freak shit. I put nasty freak shit I don't condone.
The fact that she listened to the cupcake
But
clearly means she condones it
I
somewhere.
don't. But I'm gonna point out this two lines that I got. One line I thought was funny. He busting like a Draco. Shout out to Grassy. Wait, I'll break that down for you people. Draco. And look it up. Draco is another name for a gun. Yes. What this gun is specifically popular with rappers. Draco. Drake. Drake and a gun. How did Drake make his big break? Degrassi. What character did Drake play Degrassi?
Jimmy.
What happened to Jimmy?
He got shot in the back.
He got shot.
Also, if any man is busting like that, you need to go to a doctor, because that ain't right, big fella. Like, you need to go seek medical help. Seek medical advice, because that ain't normal.
Another clever line from the song. One power puff on that dick and blossom. I just thought that's fucking clever. I think that's funny as fuck. Power puff. Blossom. That's just clever wordplay. That's just clever wordplay. Alright, now we're going to get to the actual first song that's not freak shit. Not a single freaking line in this entire song.
Lord have mercy.
Rock, paper, scissors. And I'm going to tell you why you can't hate it.
Why can't I hate it?
Because it's a mental health anthem. It is. It's a mental health anthem. And July, now, is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. How you gonna hate a mental health song on Minority Mental Health Awareness Month?
True. Because I can stand
You
for
can't.
mental health and not like, especially if I don't like the artist.
Nope. This is a mental health song. It's not, it don't have no crazy, it don't have no like hype beat. It's a very calm, soothing song.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's a very calm, soothing song, kind of got like a country vibe to it. It's calming.
Nothing about Cupcake is calming.
Yes, this song is calming. I know life is hard without paper. So sometimes you want to cut your life short and just shoot. You can be hard as a rock, but sometimes you still need that one friend to shield you. Tell me, what about that is also
throw something at you.
It's a mental health anthem. How are you mad at it?
How many mental health anthems do we already have?
From Cupcake, a couple of them actually.
Every song about mental health can't be an anthem, okay?
But it is. Again, how you back? Okay, a mental health song. You mad about a mental health song? You mad she cares about mental health?
No, actually, I think that's very
It is.
It's very noble of her.
Especially since it's not her first one.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm aware, and I am aware that she's also canceled tours because of her mental health. So I get it. I understand. But again, I said, when 95, that number's still too low. 97.8% of your album is about profanity and wicked assholes and water balloons out of pussies and sucking dick and getting your friend to suck dick and all of this, that, and the third.
Only 6 of the songs on this album are about freak shit. Only 6. That's less than half.
97.8%.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Fire song, Dora. I told you about Dora last week. Dora's hype. Dora, for me, you never hear a song, you got that one song, as soon as you hear it play, you just smile and start dancing, because it just makes you feel like, yes.
Actually, I do.
Exactly, that's what Dora is.
They not like us. They not like
That's
us.
right.
They not like us.
Dora is that for me. Okay. Line example. Stand in line for a smash and pass. On earth, that'll be my last. Holding a balloon, she a part of the cast. Straight out of it, bitch, with your clown ass.
I ain't gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna let you have it.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it.
The line that sticks out for me is always, body look T, but your face look Rex. To me, that line, are you gonna hate on that line?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
No,
will.
why? Why are you hating on the line?
Because
What's wrong?
and again, I'm gonna say it because again, I don't dislike her. I think she does have good beat. I think that she does have good flow. Hell, she's leaps and bounds better than Sexy Red.
Ooh,
She's leaps and bounds better than Sexy Red.
you're not wrong.
And I mean that with my whole chest.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can also equally say some of them lines that you glorify right now, them just like middle school at best.
They're clever. They're funny.
They're middle school at
They're
best.
clever.
They're-
They're funny.
And you know, again, if they was in a middle school classroom, they would kill. That's why they
And
clever. Like they
exactly.
in a
I
middle
like
school,
clever
in
lyricism.
a middle school setting, that them lines would kill. Just like, oh, you're trying to buy a tea, but you look like Rex, like that.
What?
That's middle
That
school.
ain't even the word.
That's middle school.
That wasn't even the word.
That's middle school.
It's not.
That's middle school.
No,
That's middle school.
We're not gonna talk about
She
this.
couldn't. She wouldn't hold a candle to other women rappers who their lyricism actually goes way deeper than just like, oh, let's shoot a Draco and Drake from Degrassi and Jimmy was shot.
Everyone has their niche. She's found her niche, and she's
Oh, 100%.
killing it at her niche.
100%, and I will agree with you on that as
That's what I'm
well.
trying to get.
I will agree
In
with you
her
on that as
niche,
well.
she's
But
killing
the
her
fact
niche.
that you were sitting here trying to force me
I
to be a part of that niche, and I don't like it, I'm not a part of that niche.
I don't care you're gonna be a part of it for the next few minutes till I finish.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
There's a body positive vibe on the song, on the album, Aura. Are you mad at body positivity?
No.
Alright then.
Don't look at me like that.
Alright then.
Studio audience.
Now
look
I
like
will say a
faces.
couple of the songs, the beats are not it for me. I will give it that.
Oh, you actually have something just
Yes.
shoved down my throat positive to say about?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I will say some of the beats I'm like, and speaking better. I'm be done like that. I'm be done like that. This one line from a song is the song called No No, which is dumb to me. But this one line was so out of context, it did not fit at all what the fuck she was talking about. I just thought it was funny. Because it was random as hell.
Okay.
Your veneer's about as big as SpongeBob. You a hoe. Like, what the fuck you talking about? That line just made me laugh. I was like, that has nothing to do with what the fuck you're talking
You're
about.
talking to somebody.
Apparently somebody got veneers big as SpongeBob. Yawn, I would say, was definitely not good. It literally only has one verse. One verse.
That's fair.
One verse. I was like, girl, go somewhere. Dementia was funny.
I'm just mad she really sat
Yes,
down
I told you I was
and
coming with
did
bullet points and I was coming with bullet points.
She had a whole
Yes.
like Google Docs of bullet point. Like she showed me this beforehand, and I just like you actually sat down,
Yeah, dementia.
wrote out bullet points.
Mm-hmm. Dementia. The
Her
whole song
music
just,
gives me dementia.
listen, this whole song, Dementia, is about a man, like, girl, wake up, your man don't want you. That's what the song's about. Because she said, we ate rigatoni, steak, lambs, baked potatoes. He took you to 7-Eleven and asked, do you want a juice? That line summarizes the whole song right there. Like, he don't want you. I'm not gonna talk about backstage passes. It is exactly what you think it is. Yes, backstage passes is exactly what you think it's about. I'm not going front.
Like I
It's
said, I listened to the
exactly
album.
what-
I put my thoughts in the album. I put my thoughts on the album in last week's episode. Not for me, but the beats were alright.
The last song on the album that will be done is Cruella. Cruella has nothing to do with no free shit. It is a race song. It's a song about race. It's a song about race.
And you want to know what else is my issue? It's hard to parse through to get to the songs that actually have some substance and depth.
If you
and
listen
meaning,
to the
because
words.
all that every other song that she talked about is either calling somebody a hoe, or she's sucking dick, or she's getting dick in her asshole, or she's getting fucking water balloons shooting out of her pussy. So it's hard to parse to hear those songs that actually have depth
If
and substance,
you
that are about body
listen.
positivity, that are about mental health awareness, that are about race relations, because it's like, ain't you the same bitch that was just saying you was sucking dick till you couldn't breathe? Like, Not to say that there's not a duality to be able to do
Right,
both,
there's duality.
but it's like,
Again, she in her niche.
like how
She
you
is killing it in
how
her
how
niche.
are you in the same breath of you talking about having dick in your jaw saying equality for all? Like you got to pull the dick out your mouth to say that. Like
Yeah, and that's what she does. She stops, okay, the freaky song over, let me pull it out of my mouth and get back to some serious shit. It's gonna come back, but I gotta take it out to talk for a minute. That's what she does. She gonna have her freaky shit. But she's gonna come, but again, freaky shit is there. That's her niche, that's her base.
I'm just saying.
She gonna step out of it for a minute, but she gonna come back because she know that's where.
I'm just saying,
That's
she
where it
drop it
goes
all
back.
in the same project. Is all I'm saying. If you're really
hard.
trying to stand on, your support systems and equality for folk, you should.
Diversity.
But again, I say,
Sure.
good beat. She leaps about better than some of the other lady rappers
Mm-hmm.
that are out in the ether.
As you say, it's sexy red. Cause I'm like, if I hear that fucking ooh baby song one more time, I'm going to jump off 75.
Bro, I got a guy that I know who I wrestle with. He's banned from using the aux in my car. And it's because of the fact that he suggested Sexy Red in somebody else's car. And he's banned from having the aux in mine because of that. And I told him so.
There might
too.
be like one sexy red song. I'm like, all right, I'll bop to this.
There's no Sexy Red song that ever makes me bop.
When I say bop, I'm like, okay, I'll keep it on before I play like country music.
That's funny.
But if that fucking ooh baby song, fuck no.
And
That's
it was
just going off immediately.
And it was so funny. He tried to argue with me, and he was like, "Oh, he was
Okay.
like Sexy Red. There ain't no difference between Sexy Red and like Glorilla or Sexy
The fuck
Red
it ain't.
and
The
Megan
fuck
Thee
it is
Stallion."
not.
And I was like, "Yes, there's
There
a
is
huge
a clear
difference.
distinction.
There's a huge difference, actually.
Right.
Like, don't do that.
Don't ever
don't
do
do
Megan
that.
or Glow like that.
Right.
Talk some fucking sexy. No. I don't understand the obsession with men and Sexy Red. I don't get it. Like, what is it about Sexy Red?
Cause ooh, let me not. I ain't gonna do it.
You say nothing.
No, I ain't gonna do it because I have a thing about that, but I
We
ain't
can
gonna.
talk about it later.
We'll talk about it after.
We can talk about it later.
Talk about it after.
All right, we're gonna get to our last segment. We're gonna keep it good.
Woo! Last section.
Here, I'll be nice. I'll let you choose one, 2, 3. Get number 1 through 7.
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good solid number.
Okay.
Not my number, but it's a good solid number.
It's not my number either. All right, here we go.
Oh, lovely. I love that for us.
Okay. Okay, this is a solution. Am I the asshole for telling my son and my friend that they shouldn't have left my wife home? They shouldn't have left my wife alone at home.
Immediately, I want to say they're not the asshole just because it's just like, nah, man. Especially, like, why would you leave the wife at home? Like, what's going on in the situation? Now I need more situation. I need more of the situation. Forgive me, but...
All right. My M28 wife, F27, and our son, M12, had our son, M12, early. My wife is a very sensitive and vulnerable person. She suffered from depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety for several years, and had a problem with alcohol and weed. She's clean for 5 years. Me, myself, and her parents did the hard work saving her. Until 2022, I worked from home and I was able to be home all day. I was always there for my wife when she needed help. Our son knows that his mom needs help often, and he is accustomed to always being there for her if I am not home. He is old enough to make her breakfast, help with grocery shopping, etc. A week ago, me, my friend, my wife, and our son went on a little trip in the next town. We rented a house 1 kilometer to the beach and sea for the duration of the trip. 2 days ago, my wife got very upset and cried because I ordered her salad and it fell on the ground. I comforted her as best as I could, but she got worse. Yesterday, I went grocery shopping by car. On the way, I hit a traffic jam and my phone ran out of battery. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my charger. According to my friend, his wife called him and said their daughter was having severe abdominal pain. My friend called me, but my phone was off. So he got in his car and drove to his daughter. My son stayed with my wife. According to my son, my wife wanted to take a nap. He told her he would play in the yard. About an hour later, my wife woke up. She had a tantrum again. She thought I was missing and or had been in a car accident. According to my son, my wife ran out of the house and went towards the sea. He couldn't catch up with her and couldn't find her. She came back 20 to 30 minutes later and was crying. She said she had lost me. My son comforted her and told her that they would find me. Luckily, I came back just in the nick of time. When I was on the phone with my wife's parents, her father got really mad at me. He asked me why the F I had left his daughter home alone. I later asked my friend and my son the same question. They knew how hard my wife was going through. How could they leave her home alone? They knew I had gone grocery shopping. They knew there was no one to look after her. My friend suddenly got angry with me. He said he was tired of having custody of a grown woman of 27 and that he was not a babysitter for my wife. On top of all this, he said that my child is my son, not my wife, and that my son is not a parent. I said that my son doesn't suffer from mental disorders like my wife, and that it's his mom. It shouldn't be hard for him to help her. My friend hung up the phone. So, is he the asshole?
I don't think so, just because as a husband, there is a certain level of like, I'm gonna do whatever and confront whoever to protect my wife.
But your own 12-year-old son?
I don't think.
You're gonna get mad at your 12-year-old son and your friend who had to go take care of his own daughter?
No, and I don't think him getting mad. I think it was a spur of the moment type of anger. I don't think it was a very real like, what the fuck, what are y'all, like, I don't think it was that. I think it sounds like it was a very spur of the moment because it's just like, he got lambasted by his wife's dad. And it's just like, motherfucker, I was going to the store to do something for her. Like, I went to go grocery shopping. And it's like, the son, it doesn't even sound like you left her. You were just outside the
That nigga
yard.
was outside playing and she took off.
And
that bitch took off towards the fucking ocean.
Right. And it's like,
he couldn't find if you ran away, I can't find you. That's not, nigga, you ran away.
Right. I feel like there is some, not asshole, but there is some blame to be had in him leaving your 12-year-old to watch after your wife. Like,
right, you're watching
100%. Like,
yeah.
I also feel like if it were that big of a deal, why didn't she just go with you to the grocery store?
That's one thing. Take her with you. Okay, she has anxiety, she's depression. Keep that bitch on the leash. Like, okay, just stay with me, babe. We'll just walk hand in hand, whatever.
Right.
If it gets too much, we'll leave.
Right.
You left her at home. Not even at a home that she knows about, because y'all are, like, visiting somewhere. My thing is, don't get mad at your son. Again, he's 12. What the fuck is he gonna do? They say, oh, he can help with grocery shopping, He's 12. You're kind of taking that away from him being a kid.
Yep, he's taking away the
He's
shopping.
playing, and now you're mad at him because his mom ran out the door. He tried to look for her.
Literally.
He admitted, like, he tried to look for her. He couldn't find her. He's 12. He can only go so far. And the friend, he has his own family to take care of.
Yep.
His daughter was in, like, physical pain.
Right.
Of course, I believe too. But, like, again, he tried to call you. Your phone is off.
And that's another
That's
part.
on you.
Literally,
Charge your
I was about
phone.
to say, like, that's on him. Charge your phone. Keep your charger with you. Literally, my car
Why do you
has
have
a
a car
charger
charger?
in it all the time.
Right, I keep charging the car. Charge your phone, dude. So, I'm gonna put you on a little bit of an asshole, my guy. You is, cause you're popping off on people that have that was you should take your wife with you.
Not completely an asshole, but a little bit. Cause I understand the want to. Protect your wife and do right by your wife at all costs. You're still muted.
Right, we might unmute you for 2 seconds.
But what were some of the comments saying? Were some of them saying that like he was the asshole, or I can imagine they probably were.
Someone said, "Yes, you're wrong. Your friend's daughter had a medical emergency to attend to, and your son is responsible for your wife. He's a child. You're placing a burden on him that isn't his to bear.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're already doing more than is needed. If your wife is struggling this much, you need to revisit her care plans. You need to hire someone, a carer of some kind.
Yeah.
This isn't fair to either of them. Some people said, you're wrong. Your son isn't your wife's parent or partner. He's a kid. Your wife needs more help than you can provide.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're extra wrong for expecting a 12-year-old to act as a babysitter / guard for your mentally unwell wife. Yeah, and one of these like you're wrong because you're putting more pressure on your child than he needs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say your wife is mentally ill and unstable and can't be left alone without melting down or causing a risk to herself. Like they said, she needs like an in-home caretaker or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just agrees that if just more so for the son. He's basically wrong for popping off on the friend and the son.
That's fair.
That's where he's wrong. Like your child will cut you off when he's older.
True.
Yeah.
Studio audience, we will unmute you long enough for you to...
Yes. What?
I would agree with the at-home help or inpatient care, but maybe not inpatient due to her attachment issues. But then again, she's an adult. Because this is creating a codependent relationship between her and her husband. And like they said, the son could develop resentment towards his father for making him help as much as he is.
That's facts. Yeah, back to me.
Went right back to mute. I love that. Will you be unmuted next week? We'll have to
We'll
see.
see. We'll judge your performance.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty fun Am I the Asshole. It wasn't as raucous or as scandalous as most of them be, but I still think it was pretty fun.
It was entertaining. It was quite. I thought it was entertaining. I was like, that's trash.
It definitely was a whole bunch of everything from 0 to 100.
We love it.
But yeah, we're going to wrap up today's episode. If you would please do us a favor, drop a like, comment, and a subscribe or a follow if you're on Spotify. We really appreciate it. We are slowly growing our brand, slowly growing our product, which means we're getting more stuff. We also now officially, as of this episode, have a Discord and a Reddit. The links to those will be down in the comment below. With that also being said, you can follow me on all the social medias. I have one central social media now for TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is @_YoungJB, which is YUNGJAYBEE. That is the same for all of the social medias, being TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Miss Kristal, where can the people find you in all the social media lands?
You can find me everywhere. Shit, this is why you're muting. Everywhere at Kristal Chang, KRISTALDESHANE.
Absolutely. Love that.
We love it. We love that you have one centralized app now.
Yes.
We love that.
You know, I worked very hard, and I thought very long and hard about what I wanted my centralized info to be.
I think you chose good.
And I think it was a good one. I think it's a good one at least.
I agree.
You know, it's easy to remember. The only thing is, don't put an O in the young, because I did the rapper thing, even though I'm not illiterate. Look, man. Some of these rappers, you can tell by the way that they rap that they dropped out of high school. But it's fine.
It's fine.
People still listen to their music, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap things up here, ladies and gentlemen, because we are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I stay ready to go.
That's tragic. Anyway, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up. I have this nice little thing that I have to read, or not have to, but you know, I read it at the end of every episode because it's something that I care about, and I want to make sure that you all know where you can find help if you need it. If you or a loved one is struggling with alcohol abuse, dial the National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline at 1-800-662-4357. The National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline provides information on alcohol and drug abuse, local treatment options, support through hotline counselors who are there to help speak with you about alcohol, drug, or family problems. Remember, we say it at the end of every episode because we mean it every single time. You are loved. You are appreciated. And we are so happy that you joined us right here on this gray, comfy couch. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in episode 14. You know, we didn't give this episode a number. This is episode 13. We'll see you in episode 14. But with that being said, bye-bye.